Coach, this past week, as you were saying, you weren't pleased with the performance, and it kind of called up with you. The kids didn't play well. BC played out of their minds, and you lost a tough one to them. Just kind of tell me, we don't need to review the game, but kind of what have you taken out of that, and how have the kids responded to what I'm sure has probably been somewhat of a tough week of practice?
Yeah, I think it's been great. It's a great learning experience for our kids, especially as young as we are. I think hopefully they learned Saturday. From the time you step on in between the white lines, you got to be ready to play. And we were not ready to play at all on Saturday. Didn't play very well at all. Still had a chance to win it at the end, and couldn't get it done. So I think it was a really good learning experience for our kids, and we've translated that over to a really good week of practice so far. Had a really good day Monday, had a really good day yesterday. So hopefully that'll continue today, and we'll continue to get better.
Certainly doesn't get any easier. Friday, North Augusta, a team that's got some players.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean they're loaded. They are. It seems like they are every year. They graduated probably one of the best football players I've ever coached against, and Rashad Bird last year. He's at Georgia Southern now, and you cut the film on, and they got another animal playing linebacker. I mean, it's just like every year they just reload it. So it's going to be tough. It always is a tough game between us and North Augusta. We've played them every year since I've been here, and we've beaten them 2 out of the last 3 years, but it's always down to the last possession. So it'll be a tough game Friday, but hopefully, the weather will cooperate. We'll be in front of our home fans on a Friday night for the first time this season. I think that'll go a long way for us. So it's exciting. I think as a competitor, you want to play the best, this is just another step getting us ready towards region play, which starts the week after. So this will be a good test for us.
As far as going back to the kids, obviously you haven't had many losses around here in the last couple of years, and this is a new group. Obviously, some guys are back, some are new. Mm-hmm. And how have they, in general, reacted to adversity?
Yeah, I think that's the great thing about this game. You're going to have ups and downs. We were fortunate enough last year to be on the winning side a bunch. So I think this will be, this will hopefully end up being the best thing for our kids. We see who can handle some adversity. It's easy to be out and be playing well and practicing hard when you're winning every game, and things are going good for you. But you really find out what kind of character your group's got. You find out a lot about your group when your back's against the wall and things aren't going your way, which was definitely the case for us on Saturday. So it's like I said, it's translated well for us. We've used it as a learning experience. You could see the look in their faces on Saturday after the game, and they don't like to lose. And I think that's a good thing. So I think they want to get that taste out of their mouth this week, and hopefully we can do that Friday night.
You ran the ball well.
Mm-hmm. We did. And, we're good up front, and our guys up front did a great job opening up some holes for Day, and the other guys who ran the ball on Saturday. So we just got to continue to get better offensively. We turned the ball over 3 times on Saturday. And just didn't play well as a whole. So we got to continue to get better on offense.
And you mentioned this will be the last tune-up before region play starts, and of course next week we'll preview your opener, which is against Spring Valley. But is there any sense of let's obviously priority number 1 is to win the game, but within doing that, are there things that you're trying to work on because you want to be as good as you can be when it really counts, which is when region starts?
Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of how we break our season up. We talk about preseason, with scrimmages and jamborees and even these first 4 non-region games. These are all tune-up games to get you ready to play the 6 biggest games of the year, which is our region schedule. So that's kind of how we approach it every year here at Lexington. These non-region games, you want to win them. But more importantly, you want to get better every single week. And as long as we're doing that as a football team, we feel like we're going to be in good shape come region play. So, hadn't played very well the last 2 weeks. Felt like we played really good in our opener against West Florence on the road. And then, haven't played real well the last 2 weeks. So hopefully we switched some things up, made some different changes with some personnel and type stuff. So hopefully that'll lead to us being more successful.
Have you and the coaches, you and your staff, have you been able to pinpoint anything in particular that you kind of feel like, well, this has a big factor in us not playing up to our potential, or is it still just kind of a mystery? Because I know a couple of weeks ago, you're like, you know what, great week of practice, real sharp, and then we got out there, and unlike Josh Stepp Lexington teams, you didn't perform under the lights as well as you could.
Yeah, and I think that goes back to just the inexperience that we've got. This group's they're really young. And you're going to have a lot of moments of inconsistency, which is what we've had. You know, we've shown flashes of brilliance and greatness, and then we'll look like we haven't played football before. So, and that's what you're going to get when you get an inexperienced group. And we've got some guys who have never played before who are going to get better every single week. And you know that's what we're looking for. We're looking for improvement every day when we go out to practice. Every time we take the field on a Friday night. So. You know, you struggle with inconsistency when you've got a young group, but they're going to get better. You know, and the more experience they get, the better off they're going to be. So, again, using these first 4 games as tune-ups for region play, and trying to get them to understand that, and be playing our best football when it matters the most.
All right, Josh Stepp here at Lexington on the Uno's Pizza Coach's Corner. Let's go eat some pizza, Coach.
There you go.
All right, man.